These are the MSCHF Gobstompers that are a collaboration with Jimmy Fallon. And the concept of these shoes are basically the same thing as the everlasting Gobstopper, which is that candy that's a hard candy you suck on. The more you suck on it, the layers, the different colored layers are revealed. Same thing with this, but instead of sucking on it, you're supposed to wear them to reveal the layers. So we're going, well, we already did. We ran through a bunch of different scientific tests to see if you can actually wear this thing to reveal the layers, and we're going to cut it in half to really see what's on the inside of the shoe and see if there's any hidden Gobstomper layers on the inside. If you're still using the same password or the same variation of the same password on all your accounts like a lot of people do, you're being unsafe on the internet, and you need today's sponsor, NordPass. NordPass is a password manager and a sophisticated cybersecurity tool. It was built by the same team as NordVPN, the online security app that's used by millions and has sponsored a lot of our videos. NordPass really helps me because I have a ton of different accounts for all these different things we're always buying for the business and for the YouTube channel. And not only does NordPass keep everything organized, but it autofills all the information. So you don't have to keep putting in your shipping and billing information and all the information over and over and over. It autofills it. And they also give you information on how strong your password is, how long it's been since you changed it, and shows you any other accounts that are using that exact same password, which is really nice because it helps you make sure you're staying safe on the internet, but also helps with online shopping because the majority of my shopping is done online now. And there's a fair amount of sites that we go to for buying fake shoes and all this other stuff that are a little sketchy, and you don't really trust them with your password because it just takes one mistake, one sketchy website, and all of a sudden that one password that you're using for everything gets stolen. Now they have access to all of your accounts. And maybe the nicest thing is you can store more than just passwords. You can store credit card information and other information that you don't want to keep putting in over and over again. You can store it there and have it auto-filled wherever you want. So get NordPass via the link in my description, or go to nordpass.com/roseanvil and use the code roseanvil to get an additional 1 month for free. And thanks again to NordPass. So the way that they're positioning this shoe is as a skate shoe, because grip tape just eats up shoes. If you've ever skated, you know that like grip tape, especially on your pinky toe, just annihilates your shoes. So it makes sense that they did this shoe as a skate shoe because skating is one of the more abrasive activities you can do in a shoe. So the first test we wanted to do was to actually just skate these for a week or so. So we had Sam put on a pair and skating them, and first of all, he didn't like them much as a skate shoe because of how big and chunky and thick they are because of all the different layers on the shoe. But as he skated them more and more, he did get to a point where you started to see some of the layers getting revealed, and you could see how over time a lot of the wear and tear from skateboarding would actually reveal the layers. But after the first couple of days of skating, we ran into a huge problem, and that was because of how abrasive skating is and how rough it is on shoes. He started blowing through seams before really showing the different layers of the leather. Because you can see on the toe here where he's worn through from doing tricks and stuff where the different layers are being exposed, and he started to get through here on the leather, but that seam popped way before he really started to get through to even the top layer. So it doesn't really work as well as we hoped for a skate shoe because the shoe fails before you even start wearing through the layers. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the shoe is not going to still reveal layers as you skate it and as you wear it in daily wear, because clearly it works in the toe. So the next thing we wanted to test was just if you wore these just casually for a long period of time, would you start to reveal some of the layers and start wearing these down? And so we only had a week to do this. So instead of just walking 100 miles a day, we thought we would simulate the amount of wear that you maybe put on a shoe in a couple months by dragging it behind the Bronco. We ran into the same problem with the skating where the actual shoe itself started to wear down before the materials wore down. So even for daily wear, there's a good chance you're gonna pop one of these stitches and you're gonna get to a point where your shoe has failed before you really reveal all the different layers of the shoe. So for our third test, we thought, what's the worst case scenario you could have these shoes in and how would it react? So once again, we broke out the Rose Anvil flamethrower and just torched this thing to see how it would react. And it just kind of melted and fell apart, and not even in a bad way, because obviously you're not going to blast your feet with flames, but it did give us an opportunity to gather some information about how the shoe was constructed, because as you can see, as these different layers heated up, they started to shrink, and the glue in between them started to fail and separate. So that shows us that it's not just a single layer of leather that they've somehow dyed in multiple colors. It's actually several different layers of suede that's cut really thin and dyed all the way through, then glued together, and then sewn onto the shoe. So even though it was mostly for fun burning the shoe, it did give us some good information. And you can also see on the outsole here how it reacted to the flame and how it started to melt. And so after the 3 tests, this shoe really doesn't seem like it's a shoe that you're going to be able to get the full advantage of just from casual wear. So if you bought a pair of these, how would you take advantage of the multiple layers? Well, I think you'd just have to customize it, which in and of itself is just about as fun as wearing through layers. So instead of just telling you that you can customize it, we gave Sam, Brody, and Nate 1 shoe each to customize. So they went off to the various parts of the shop and hid away, started customizing their shoes where I couldn't see them. And then when they're done, I'm gonna blindly judge them, choose a winner, and I don't know what they're gonna win. Maybe we'll give them I'll give them a box of Everlasting Gobstoppers as a prize. Maybe like 20 bucks or something. Okay. Got the shoes back from customizing. Now for the grand reveal and judging. All right, very different techniques across the board here. So first one, we've got no customization on one side and complete destruction on the other. Really taking advantage of the multiple layers and all the equipment in the shop by the looks of it, because these are wrecked. But I do like, they kind of remind me of Superman ice cream or Play-Doh ice cream. Very creative. Next, this one, a little more strategy on this one. This is interesting because what they've done is they've removed the top layer of the leather to reveal the under blue layer, which looks really good. And then to the final submission, this one's a lot more artistic, I would say. You know, they've done a similar thing to the previous 2 where they've revealed the layers, and this one did a really good job of showing all the various colors in the sole, making it flow really evenly, and adding their own artistic flair with all the little graffiti on the top here. And as for cutting down the layers, they've done a few interesting things that are a little subtle. You can see on the edge here, they've skived it down so that you can see more of the layers. 3 completely different styles of customization. Destruction, pretty clean, and artistic. So who do you choose as the winner? I don't know. I think if I'm gonna choose a winner, and also for the sake of engagement and just because of curiosity, let me know which one you think was best. You know, I actually don't know how much commenting actually helps the algorithm, but it is interesting to see. I'd be interested to see what you guys think is the best one. So unfortunately, right off the bat, we're gonna just eliminate this one. Valiant effort, a lot of work went into this one. It just didn't quite turn out as good as the others. So it's between these 2. I think from a technical standpoint and for wearability and the overall look, I'm gonna go with this shoe. I think this is the winner. Good job, Brody, Sam, and Nate. I don't know who actually won, so we'll put the winner up here. So now that we know that they're not really shoes that you can wear down to this level and you've got to customize them, let's see what else is on the inside, how they're built, and if they're a decent enough quality shoe or if they're just a piece of art. So let's cut them in half. All right, we got it cut in half and we gave it the full knife treatment because I thought it'd be kind of fun to cut this with the knife rather than the bandsaw. And it turns out the insole was the hardest thing to cut, strangely, but let's see what's inside. So lots of foam on the inside of the shoe. And this is something that Sam was talking about skating the shoes. He didn't like them for skating because he didn't have a lot of board fill because of how much foam is on the inside. An interesting choice to do that thick of a midsole. I'm not really sure. I guess probably the reason they did it was they wanted this big sidewall. And so to fill up that void, they just stuck a bunch of foam in there rather than treating it like a real skate shoe with a smaller sidewall and where you just have a few layers of rubber underneath of your foot. But it is really interesting to see more closely all the multiple layers throughout this entire shoe. And even on the outsole, you've got an extra hidden layer of red. And now we can take some measurements of how thick this leather actually is. So the total thickness is about 2.5 millimeters thick, and there is 4 distinct layers. So 2.5 divided by 4, whatever that is, per layer. And so now overall, is this a shoe or is it a piece of art? You can still wear this as a shoe just fine. Like you can wear this as a casual shoe and it's gonna last you a long time. It's gonna be comfortable. All the things that matter are there. The stitching is a little thin in some spots, but you can wear it as a casual shoe. Could you wear it to the degree that you're gonna actually wear these layers down to reveal some of the multicolors? Not really. So this shoe really is more like a wearable DIY piece of art. But overall, I think it's a fun shoe. It's something that I've never seen done before and they pulled it off well enough. But I'd love to see a better version of this with beefier stitching so that you can actually skate this thing to death. And maybe like some creative stitching where you hide the stitching or it's rolled over so you don't have any really exposed stitches or something to really see what's possible with this concept. So let me know what you guys think and if you're gonna get a pair of these. And if you do get paired, really send me photos of what you do to them. I'm curious how they're gonna wear it and what you do to them. And don't forget to vote in the comments for the winner of this. In the comment section, vote on which one of these shoes you think won and put your Instagram username in there, and the winners are going to win one of 3 Gobstomper style wallets. And with any giveaway, we have so many scammers in the comment section trying to pretend that they're us, and they leave you a comment saying you won. We will only ever contact you through the official Rose Anvil Instagram, through the Rose Anvil email, and we will always announce the winners in the following video so that you can cross-reference it and see if you actually won or if you're getting scammed, because they're getting sneaky and they're getting tricky and I would hate for you guys to get scammed. So after recording this video, we made these wallets and they turned out so good that we wanted to make a batch of these and use up the remaining bits of this leather. So if you want one of these and you didn't win, check them out via the link in my description. And also, Indy 2's release Saturday. They release to the public at 10 a.m. But if you want early access, you got to sign up to the email list below. The limited edition email list gets an hour head start on everybody. And last year we sold all 500 in 3 days. So they're probably gonna sell out pretty quick. Fingers crossed. So good luck and don't forget to check these out. And thank you guys for everything you do. Let me know what you thought of this video and of this shoe and what shoe you want us to cut apart next. And thanks for all your support. See ya.